Hello grade 10s and welcome to another mathematics lesson under the topic of financial mathematics or finance. Right now we're going to be dealing with hire purchase. Now hire purchase is the first part of calculations involving simple interest and compound interest, right? You have hire purchase as well as inflation, so we'll deal with them as we go along. Here we go. Now the important information that you need to know is that a hire purchase agreement is a financial agreement between the shop and the customer about how the customer will pay for the desired product. Now the interest on a hire purchase loan is always charged at a simple interest rate and only charged on the amount owing. Okay, so some formula that you may need to know is that the principal amount is the cost minus the deposit, right? So if it is stated that you need to pay a 10% deposit, you need to subtract 10% from the cost. That's the principal amount. The monthly payment is the accumulated amount over the number of months. Okay, so if you are given the number of months, you just substitute that in the denominator. But if you are given that it's maybe over a period of 5 years, it's going to be 5 times 12 in the denominator. Now the total amount that you will pay when you enter a hire purchase agreement is the accumulated amount plus the deposit. Please take that down. I modified it from seavola.com. So number 1 states, what do we call a financial agreement between the shop and the customer about how the customer will pay for the desired product? Remember, that is called a hire purchase agreement. Number 2 asks, is hire purchase charged at a simple interest rate or a compound interest rate? Remember, hire purchase is always charged at a simple interest rate. So number 3 states, Tony wants to buy a laptop that was advertised for 4,000 Rand on the newspaper. There is an option of paying a 12.5% deposit and then making 24 monthly repayments using a hire purchase agreement where interest is charged at 8% per annum, simple interest. Calculate what Tony's monthly repayments will be. Okay, now this is hard. So first, there's a 12.5% deposit, right? So the deposit is 12.5% times 4,000, which is 500 rands, right? So the principal amount is the cash price or the cost, which is 4,000 rand, minus the deposit, which is 500 rands. So it's 3,500 rands. Okay. Yeah. Well. So you enter a hire purchase agreement where interest is charged at 8%. So I is 0.08, right? The number of monthly repayments is 24. 24 divided by 12 is 2. I is 0.08 times 2. So what's 1 plus 0.08 times 2? 1.16. Which is 4,060 rands. 4,000, yes. Right? So monthly repayments don't forget it's A over number of months. So it's 4,060 rands over number of months is 24. I'm getting 169. 16 recurring. Remember to 2 decimal places. 169 and 17 cents. Okay, I hope that made sense. Number 4 states, Bokang wants to buy a washing machine on a hire purchase agreement. The cash price of the washing machine is 5,700 rands. She is required to pay a deposit of 15% and pay off the remaining loan amount over a period of 36 months at a simple interest rate of 9.75% per annum. Okay. 4.1 states, calculate the principal loan amount. So we have a deposit of 15%, right? Deposit is 5,700 times 15%. 855. principal loan amount is cash price minus deposit. What is the cash price? 5,700 minus 855. I'm getting 4,845 rands. Okay. What is the accumulated loan amount? This is P, right? I is 9.75%, right? 9.75%. I'm getting 0.0975 and is in years, right? So it's going to be 36 months divided by 12, get 3 years. So 1.2925 I'm getting 6,262, 1625. Remember, final answers to 2 decimal places, 6,262. This is not significant, so this 6 remains as it is. 6,262 and 16 cents. 4.3 states. Determine Bokang's monthly repayment. So, A over the number of months. That is A, 6,262 and 16 cents over number of months is 36. $173, 948 recurring. Remember to 2 decimal places, 173, 8 is a significant figure, so this 4 changes into a 5. 173.95 cents. I hope that was clear. So Mishak buys a set of couches for 10,000 rand on a hire purchase agreement. He is charged an interest rate of 16.25% per annum over 4 years. Roman numeral number 1 states, how much will Mishak pay in total? So, since here there's no deposit mentioned, right, it means there's no deposit. So P is as it is, it's 10,000 rand. I is 16%, which is 0.1625. N is 4 years. $10,000 1 plus I is 0.1625. N is 4. $1.65. I'm getting 16,500 Rand. Okay, formula numeral number 2 asks, how much interest does Nisha pay? So remember, interest is the accumulated amount minus the principal amount. So it's 16,500 minus 10,000. I'm getting 6,500 rands. Formula numeral number 3 states, calculate Mishak's monthly installment. So monthly installment amount over the number of months, which is 16,500 over the number of months. It's going to be 4 times 12. We have said 16,500 over 48, still the same. I'm getting 343 and 75 cents. Okay, I hope that wasn't too challenging, guys. So part 2, I will try to modify it from either the Via Africa study guide or from past papers, so that you can look at what you can expect from a typical exam scenario. If you found this helpful in any way, please click the like button and subscribe for more content. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again.